Hello, I'm IBX and welcome back to QnA Saturday. QnA Saturday is a weekly series I run on my channel where I answer your questions about a variety of subjects, usually focused on the next big update for Minecraft Xbox and Minecraft PlayStation. So we're currently calling that update TU30, and all of these TU30 questions do come from last week's Q&A. If you want to ask any for next week's one, leave them in the comments down below, and while you're there anyway, I'd very much appreciate a like on the video because it does help out the channel a lot and lets me know you do like it. Anyway, I did just get back off the flight from Slovenia. I've been travelling a lot today, so if something's a tiny bit off, that's the reasoning behind why. Anyway, let's get straight into the video, shall we? With the very first question, which comes in from Israel Caster, who asks, #Q&A, why can't I use a skin pack even though I bought it? So, this is an issue I've been hearing from quite a few people. It's not that big of a deal, and I think it's only on the Xbox One, the PS4, and maybe the PS3 too, because basically there's some form of issue of the current game state where when you buy something, it doesn't register with the game quite so well. I actually had this issue personally because I wanted to exit and save with, I think it was a Steampunk texture pack. I bought the texture pack literally so I could do that, and it still wouldn't let me exit and save. For some reason, the DLC doesn't register quite so well now. I don't know if 4J know about the bug, but either way, basically right now, DLC is a little tricky. I think you just have to restart your stuff to, make skin packs, texture packs, etc. work, and on the 360, I believe everything is still fine. So if you can't use skin packs, texture packs, or mashup packs, just restart everything. Honestly, the solution to so many problems in tech is just to restart your stuff, but honestly, that's what fixed this for me, and that should fix it for you, which is kind of funny. But yeah, that's actually the solution that worked for me. So let's move on to the next question here, which comes in from Darren Wallishin, who asks, why do you have to have host options, which disables achievements and leaderboards? Sorry if you could hear the cat meow. Disables achievements and leaderboards to change game modes and difficulty in game when you can exit the game and change it without disabling anything. So I'm assuming what he means here is if you're in survival, you can't change to adventure, and you can't change from easy, difficult, hard, etc. without, backing out and doing that. Whereas if you put host options on, you can do it, but it disables the leaderboards and achievements. So this is kind of an issue with the way they implemented it, because they thought it'd be cool to have these extra things, in the game, and they just thought, oh, host options menu, perfect place. But I don't think they've realized that means that on the PC, you can change difficulty, without any issues, and I think you can switch to adventure mode just easily. But, it's not that simple for the console. So I would imagine they probably know something about it, and the next update will hopefully fix it. If not, then I think I put it in one of my suggestion videos, and, we'll try and, let 4J know about this, because I'm sure it's not an intentional thing. I'm sure it was just, we want to put these features in the game, and then they put them in host options, because that's the logical place. But I think they'll have to add more host options to people playing without that on, because there are so many things now that should be in the host options, even without host privileges enabled, or maybe host privileges should only enable, there should be two sets of host privileges, the fine ones, and then the ones which are cheating. That's what I think should be done. But yeah, that should be fixed in the next update. If it's not, then we'll have to get something sorted, because again, I doubt it's intentional. I doubt they're like, nope, changing difficulty in game, that's just too broken. And, changing game mode, I can kind of see, because, switching to creative, you don't want that. But changing to adventure, or changing to, hard difficulty, that makes no sense and should be fixed. Anyway, let's move on to the next question, which comes in from Aris Initiation. I hope I got that somewhere close to right, but they ask, #Q&A. First of all, how's your day? Mine as well so far. Here is my questions. Will there be any texture packs for Minecraft PE version? Also, will there be more Easter eggs that come with the next big Minecraft Xbox One update? Also, why do you have so many nether portals? Is it going to make your world laggy? And my last question, can you play hide and seek with me on my world on Xbox One? I have 4 maps. So this is 6 questions, not 1, but I figured, because a lot of these are quite arse, I'd go through them one by one. So, first of all, how is your day? My day's been pretty good so far. I've been traveling a lot. I got a bus to a plane, to a bus, to a train, to a bus. Oh no, I walked the rest of that. But yeah, lots of walking, lots of busing, and yeah, very early start. So I'm tired after this. I might take a nap, or I might just play a bunch of video games. So thanks for asking. Second question, will there be any texture packs for Minecraft PE version? There's probably going to be texture packs on the Pocket Edition, and I imagine they'll do the same thing they did with skin packs, where there's free ones and paid ones. However, the paid ones will probably be the console texture packs, because if you think about it, they want the crossplay to work there. You need to have both sides having the same texture pack for that. So, just bring over the fancy texture packs to the Pocket Edition. I don't know the technicalities behind making that work, but I imagine, they would probably use the 4J texture packs, and then they might charge for them. They might not. They might be compatibility. We'd have to see. So there would have to be texture packs at some point, presumably. And also, will there be more Easter eggs that come to the next Xbox One update? So, basically, usually there isn't Easter eggs, unless you mean secret features, in which case there always is. But yeah, that's kind of that. They're not necessarily Easter eggs, but always secret features. And why do I have so many nether portals? Why am I making things in the background of nether portals? I'm making a gold farm. So a gold farm, if you don't know, is where you get a bunch of nether portals, and each nether portal has a tiny, one in 100 every minute or something, chance of spawning in a zombie pigman. And if you have lots of portals, and then you have it set up the way I do, it means that, they spawn in, they walk a little bit, and they fall because they can't stand the trapdoor, and then they're at 1 health as they get to the bottom, so you kill them, you get their gold nuggets, and even though it's only going to spawn like 1 every 20 seconds when it's done or something, that still adds up really fast, and it means I can get not only XP, but gold nuggets, and just generally useful stuff. So yeah, that's the answer to that one. Will it make your world laggy? Probably not. I've tested one before and it never has. And finally, the 6th question. I don't know why I picked a 6th one, but this, as I said, some of these are asked. Will you play hide and seek with me on my world? So the thing about hide and seek that I think a lot of people need to realize, because I've been seen in several people's videos for it. It's a very tricky game to play with people you don't know, and it's also a very tricky game to play off YouTube. The reason you see YouTube videos and they're entertaining is because, you get yourself in that personality mode, and it's not really the game mode that's entertaining, it's the jump scares or whatever that come with it. It's, aha, that's scary. So I think, going out of my way and do it, like, I don't know, like, I think if you're going to be playing a game mode, I'm more of a fan of, more PvP-based ones, something with a bit of skill in there. So yeah, when it comes to playing the hide-and-seek and stuff, it's not something I'm that really into. So I appreciate all your offers to play hide-and-seek me, but if you want to play a hide-and-seek, then I recommend checking out the comment section and finding someone else to play with, because the thing is I don't really play so much anymore. I don't think I've played in months, and I think, if you want to play hide-and-seek, it's best to get people really, really enthusiastic, and then you can have a fun game going. So that's what I recommend as far as hide-and-seek goes. So, as I said, mega question. We'll try and speed through the rest of these because I spent so long on that one. But the next one comes in from the Ender Dragon 23, who asks, why do you want llamas in Minecraft so bad? So this is a good question. I mention llamas a lot, and I guess if you haven't seen the like the jokes or the tweets, you might be like, what is Toycat talking about? Why does he want llamas so bad? So basically, way back in the day, when they were first hinting TU19 features, TU25 features, they just be like, the feature, then a wink face. So, stained glass and portals, wink. And one of the things that they hinted, I don't know why, if it was a big company-wide joke or what, but the only people who know about it are the art team, so maybe they snuck onto it. But basically, they just someone asked for llamas, and they said, good idea, wink, which to me signified that, even though it's not a current plan, at some point they wanted llamas. Like, llamas were at least a fun idea, and, llamas as the first console exclusive would be a cool idea. So, I really like llamas because they'd be a really cool console exclusive. I don't think they're actually going to happen. I spoke extensively with the 4J team at Minecon about it, and, it's not a realistic plan, and a lot of them like the idea, but it's probably not going to be happening just too soon, but maybe in the far future. So yeah, that's llamas in Minecraft. I love the idea, but they're not actually happening. Next question comes in from Lewis YouTube, who asks, do you think there'll be the option to decide on what biomes you want in your world on the structures as well? Then he finishes by saying, also, I love your videos, stay awesome. Thank you very much. I'll try my hardest. But what will there be an option to change the biomes and the structures you want? This might seem like one that I'm going to be like, no one, but one of the 1.8 features is to customize your world. And although that's not confirmed to be in this update, because it's one of the trickier ones, I think it probably will be. They haven't really missed that many features before, and customized world would be really, really cool, because it brings with it the potential for a lot of really big things. And one of those, I'll be honest, I haven't played with it that much, I believe, is to change the biomes, change the structure percentages way more than you can currently do with customized superflat. So customized world would be really cool and allow you to do that. So I think there will be, but it's not confirmed, it's just likely. So yeah, that's the answer to your question. Let's move on to the next one, which comes in from Dylan Canavis. Simple question, but a simple answer. Will there be potion arrows? So potion arrows are a 1.9 feature. This update's based on 1.8. 1.9 isn't even going to probably be out by the time it's finished, so no. Potion arrow is not going to be in this update. However, the next update, let's just make up a number 35, the next big update in the first half of next year, that's probably going to be, included with 1.9. So potion arrows will be coming to console, but not in this year and not in this next update. So yeah, let's move on to the next question, which comes in from Visa Orbit, who asks, I am not a PC gamer, and I was wondering what the new PvP system is like. So this is a good question, because a lot of people always mention it, like, oh, PvP is ruined on the PC, and I even combated it last time, but I didn't really explain what is really changed there. So what is new in 1.9 PC combat? So basically, they kind of changed it massively, so that instead of just being a spam fest where you click swords at each other and you hope whoever's the better connection wins, it's kind of a bit more skillful now, because your sword or your whatever weapon has a cooldown time, and during that cooldown time you can attack, but you do massively less damage. So if you want to do max damage on a sword, I think you have to wait a quarter of a second, maybe it's half a second. On an axe, you have to wait a little bit longer, and everything has a little bit of a different cooldown time, and you do less damage while your weapon cools down. So the best way to do the most damage is to get the exact timing right, and to click, 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 and that's how you kill someone, rather than right now where it's like... and you just hope that they die. So yeah, that's kind of good news for me. I think that's a good adjustment. I think in general it just seems like it's more fair. And there's also a bunch of other things. There's going to be potion arrows, for instance, like I mentioned earlier. There's the spectral arrows, so you can see people behind walls. There's a lot of changes to PvP. It's going to be very different, and a lot of people won't like it because it's different. But I think in general the changes are good. I think changing something up is better than leaving something broken. And yeah, a lot of people are going to be upset, but I think it's a good update. So is the new PvP system good? I think so. What is it like? It's very different, but it's something worth trying to get used to, in my opinion. So yeah, when it does come to console, it won't change as much because there's not as much of a combat ecosystem, but it will still change the same things in the same way. So let's move on to the next question here, which comes in from Danielle Burke, who asks, Enchanted Diamond Horse Armor. So I can't tell if they're asking this as like a suggestion or if they're asking when will it be coming. So right now on the PC, there is no way to enchant horse armor. Right now, the only way to enchant it is to go into creative on the console and do it that way. And even once you do that, I've tested, it doesn't actually increase the protection on your horse. It's just, a purely cosmetic thing. And the thing about Enchanted Diamond Horse Armor is there's not really a purpose for it. Not that many people would use it. I think what could be really cool is if you could enchant the saddle maybe, and then, or maybe you enchant the horse armor, but instead of giving it, more armor, it gives it, more jump. Like you can give it jump boost, or you can give it something like that. I think that could be going somewhere. But yeah, I don't think Enchanted Diamond Horse Armor is on the table right now for the PC developers. I think it should be for the combat update, but it hasn't been mentioned and it hasn't been implemented yet. So yeah, that's the answer to your question, Daniel Burke. Let's move on to the next one, which comes in from Sandeman123, who asks, when will you get a haircut? No offense. So this is one I get a lot, because if you haven't seen any of the face cammy videos, I think I have longer than average hair. I think that would be fair to say, right? And I often get comments, like this, and I figured, rather than just ignoring them, it'd be better to address them. So the reason I used to have long hair, and when I mean long hair, I mean like at one point I had it literally down to like, I don't know, past my shoulders maybe when I was in like middle school-ish. But the reason that I keep my hair, I guess, long-ish, like I said, it's not long by comparison, but it's long by comparison to some things, is because of the fact that during school, I'd noticed most people don't care. Most people don't point out your hair, but the people that did are the sort of people, they're called chavs, or they were called chavs. I don't know if that's a word that's still in use these days, but, basically low intelligence people with parents who are also low intelligent that, basically they're not very nice people as well. Like, people you don't want to be friends with, people that don't really have so much going in their lives, they're the sort of guys that get caught trying to stab teachers because, this reason or that reason, that the sort of person you don't want to be friends with and stuff. They're the sort of people that are always taught by their parents, or maybe they picked up themselves, where it's like, oh yeah, your hair has to be this short and it has to have the night tick carved into it, or you're not cool. Oi, what's with the long hair, mate? Or something like that. I'm doing an awful representation. But, basically they're the sort of people that would always comment on my hair, and it'd be like, just because I hate you this much, I'm really, just bending to peer pressure and saying, oh, these guys want my hair to be short. Oh, I guess I'd better just, go do it then, because they said so. Those really cool, intelligent, they're obviously not the best, but, if you're just going to listen to people and bend to peer pressure, that's a bad precedent to set, and it's just a bad thing to do, to just mold every aspect of yourself to what other people tell you to be. So, yeah, pro tip for life, be yourself. A lot of the time, sometimes it's not the best of ideas, but a lot of the time, if being yourself is what you want to do it, to be honest. But yeah, so the second point I want to make here is that if the sort of people that have been raised to comment on people's hair and say, oh, what's with that, go get it cut or something, because every now and then I spot someone like that, it's a really cool way to ward off people I don't want to be friends with. If you're the sort of person that has to tell someone else to change their physical appearance, I don't want to be friends with you. I want you to stay away. So yeah, that's a little pro tip right there. Every now and then I spot someone, I'm like, that's a nice way to avoid you. And yeah, pro tip for life right there. Also, just another little pro tip here is that a lot of women prefer longer hair. When you think about, I won't say the male models or whatever, but the ideal male hairstyle isn't the almost bald head with the night tick shaved in the side. That's actually what men like. And I'm really worried I'm going to go too far on this one, but I hope you got some of a point on there. Yeah, that's the long story behind why my hair is slightly longer than average. Also, at this point, because it's been that long, it's kind of like, it's part of my... It was part of what people recognize me as. Like, I've slowly been making it shorter over the last, I don't know if you noticed over my YouTube, 3 years or whatever I've been doing face cam, it slowly gets shorter because I get it cut slightly shorter each time and then let it grow to the same length. But I don't know, hopefully some of those words make sense. But we have to move on to the next one because I ranted about people for 2 minutes there. And anyway, this last question comes in from Focus. You probably recognize him. He's the moderator and my mob crush and my YouTube live streams. And he also has his own channel. But he says, non-Minecraft question. See anything particularly interesting at EGX? So if you don't know, I went to EGX last week. Wait, was it last week? Yeah, it was last week. I get a lot of weekends confused. It was actually a really cool event. I think the fact that it moved event from it used to be at Earl's Court in London. Now it's in Birmingham. I don't really like the new location quite as much. I got lost and I almost went to a cycling convention because the thing about the NEC, I think it's a new location. It's something like 19 convention halls, and even though EGX used 3 of them, that still means there's 16 other conventions going on that day. And there's like a Day in the Sun convention, there's a biking convention, a lot of conventions, and EGX is at the back. So yeah, that was kind of awkward. It took me a while to actually find the event. But yeah, so anything particularly interesting there? Because there is a bunch of games you get to play before they come out. I played quite a lot, actually. Some pro tips. First of all, there is a new Homefront game. You might have heard of Homefront before, and I don't know what the whole rating on that whole thing is, but basically, the Homefront new game, the version they showed us, and this is the one they want to impress us with, it ran awfully. Like, it really, really hurt to play, because, you know, it's not even running at 30 FPS, it's running at like 23 or something. I don't know why you'd show off a demo that's running that badly, but the concept is kind of cool. It's like an open world campaign, but the execution, it looked bad, and it played bad, and it hurt to play. So, if they improve that, which I don't know why they'd show off the bad version of the convention, but yeah, if they improve that, that'd be good, but otherwise, I was just too in pain to really enjoy too much. Because, you know, you're riding a bike, and you're like, oh, I'm so cool, but the bike's like, and you can see it, and it's not good. But what else did I play? So, Just Cause 3, I really like Just Cause, because it's just destruction and flying around and craziness. Just Cause 3 is going to be pretty cool. I don't know if it's a game I'll pick up at launch. I probably won't pick it up for like a year after, but it's going to be a cool game. If you like your Just Cause 2, you'll like your Just Cause 3. That should go without saying. Oh, there's a new Guitar Hero. It's called Guitar Hero Live. It has 6 buttons on the controller now. I'm really looking forward to that, because even though, honestly, I put the game on normal thinking, oh, entirely different control scheme, I'm going to have to learn from the ground up. I started on normal, and it was pretty easy. So I moved up to Expert, started playing that, and it's like, oh, I can actually do, I got something like 90% already. And it's like, oh, I can already play the hardest difficulty. Maybe it's not worth buying. But yeah, Guitar Hero Live, probably my favorite game so far. And also, you know, if we exclude that, because I know a lot of you don't play it, I'd probably say Just Cause 3. I played some good indie games, some terrible ones. There was this guy, it was called like VR Kart or something, and it was clearly just a cash-in on the Oculus Rift, because it was just a really, really bad game. And I was just playing it like, why does this handle so badly? Why are the power-ups so useless? And the guy when I'm done is like, oh, you enjoyed that then? And I'm like, oh yeah, really good. And he's like, I don't know if he was even a game developer, because he didn't look like a game developer, and I think it was just a game he must have been like, speaking to his buddy like, oh, we need Mario Kart but in VR, can you make that happen? But yeah, that game isn't one I recommend, and probably, I know a lot of you don't have Oculus Rift, but if you do get one, don't play that game. Anyway, that is all the questions I have time for today. I hope you did all enjoy the video. If you did like it, please do like it and let me know. It helps out the channel a lot and lets me know you do like it. Share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos like this every single day on my channel, and if subscribed, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.